The first tool I'm going to share with you is called Wireshark. Now, Wireshark is a free and open source packet analyzer. It is used for network troubleshooting, analyzing, software and communication protocol development, and education. Originally, it was named Etherall. In May 2006, the project was renamed Wireshark due to a trademark issue. Now, when you first start using this program, the data can be very overwhelming at first, but you will soon get used to it. One of the really good things about Wireshark that it does active sniffing. Now, sniffing is the act of capturing data passing by a computer's network interface. Now, in simple terms, sniffing is eavesdropping or spying. Administrators use sniffers to capture a typical data packet to help troubleshooting a network issue. Hackers use sniffers to capture sensitive data that may be used to the hacker, such as passwords, emails, or even files. Now, in order to work against active sniffing, at the top of the list, administrators should really encrypt their data, at least sensitive data, and implement secure protocols such as SSH and HTTPS. Now, let me show you in real time what this program does and what you can do with it. Okay guys, let me show you how to install Wireshark on your device. So head to Google and type in Wireshark download. The first link you'll see is the Wireshark download, which is www.wireshark.org/download.html. Now, depending on what operating system you've got, mine is Windows 64-bit. If you have a 32 or a different operating system like an OS, please select the one that suits you best. Mine is Windows 64, so I'm going to click this link, and then I'm just going to save the file. Come on. Shouldn't be too long now. Now that the file has been downloaded, let me run the installer and click yes here. Next, and I agree. Tick all of these. Click next. I just wanted to start the start menu item, and I do want the quick launch because I use this program all the time. Now I can do with creating this icon as well. So click next, and it's going to be installed on the C drive under Program Files Wireshark. You can change it here as well, but I'm just going to leave it as default. Click next and install WinCap, and that on its own I'm going to explain in one of the lectures if time permits me. I'm just going to install it. By the way guys, while this has been installed, Wireshark is an absolutely fantastic program and it's fantastic sniffer. There is also another program which I'm going to be talking about in the following lecture, which is an amazing tool as well. Get to know both tools, and if you ever need any help or support using any of these, please do let me know in the discussion area as well. So just installing some of the elements on my laptop here. Shouldn't be too long now. Now, WinCap 4.1.3 is already installed on my machine. Press OK if you want to force the installation, or cancel if you want to abort the installation. Just gonna click OK. I'm gonna click yes, and I agree, and automatically start. Yes, I'm gonna install it. Right, click abort is just gonna ignore that. Okay. I mean, I've got that error because I've already installed it, so you're not gonna face that issue if you're just running a fresh installer for Wireshark. So click the finish button, and now Wireshark is just continue to be installed as normal. Okay, a few seconds, now it's been complete. Click next. Do I want to run it or show the news? I'm just gonna click the finish button, and that's how you install Wireshark. It's very easy, just follow the instructions and you should install it successfully within a minute or so. Okay guys, let's have a look at Wireshark and how we can sniff usernames and passwords on a network. First thing we need to do is to enable Wireshark. So I need to go to the program manager and start the program. The first thing we see here is the screen, and Wireshark is telling us there are different connections we can connect Wireshark to. So you can either click on the interface list, or I can go to the capture and options. And as you can see, I've got different networks I can connect Wireshark to the network. So I need to be using my wireless connection. I'm not so sure about yours, but more or less hackers will be using Wi-Fi to connect into a network. So if I tick this and then start, now it's going to start to sniff and capturing different data on the network, and that's what the hackers will do. Now, as you can see here, the top part is the high level view of the network, all the packets that have come by. It color codes everything by default and show you different things as and when they happen. You can always turn off and on the color coding or change the colors if you so wish, but this does not make it any easier to identify things, as you can see, you're gonna be seeing shortly. So the color code is there for a particular reason. Okay. Now, if we click on any of these here on the top, you can see something's happening here, which I'm gonna show you now how I can sniff a username and a password for somebody going to be logging into their own password without using SSL or any secure connection. So let me show you how. So if I go into one of my testing sites, and if I type in my username and password and click the login, now that I've successfully logged in, the hacker will go into his network. Now you can stop the process, and let me show you something. Now on the filter, you need to type in HTTP, press the return button, and what this is, all the packets that gone through HTTP is gonna be identified here in green. Now, as you can see, within a few seconds, Wireshark has identified so many packets that have gone through my Wi-Fi. Now, if I scroll all the way down and then start scrolling up, and what I'm looking for is not HTTP or GET, it is POST. So I need to scroll slightly high up, and then try to identify where the login details. So I'm just gonna, there you go. and this is the wp-login.php, and that's what I've just logged into. Now if you tick this and then you come here on the HTML form URL encoded and tick the plus sign, you can see form item log, which is the login details, equals admin, which is a really horrible password to use, and the form item PWD, which stands for password, which is KLM. So I've used admin and KLM to log into my testing site. So this is how easy it is to sniff a username and a password for somebody that is not using a secure connection. So please do take care and always use a secure connection, or always, if you're logged into an unsecure Wi-Fi outside your office or home, please, when you come back, do change your username and password. Now that I've showed you how easy it is to capture somebody else's username and password while they're using an unsecure connection, let me show you how easy it is to read somebody else's email on the same network. Now if I go and start the sniffing process again, I don't want to save this session. I'll go to my Outlook, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to send myself an email. So to the same email, Khaled@E200, and the subject is, this is a test, and my message is, hi all, hope you are enjoying this test, regards, Khaled. And I'm gonna send it. Now I need to go to Wireshark and stop this process. Now, as you remember before, on the filter we used HTTP. Now I need to use SMTP and press the return button. Now on the protocol I need to find IMF, and as you can see here from the top it says from Khaled Hamadeh, and it's been sent from Khaled@e200.com, and the subject is, this is a test, and it is plain text. Now on here, let me just expand this a little bit. As you can see, the internet message format, it's Khaled, it's from Khaled Hamadeh, E200, blah blah blah, and it's got all different data as well, which you can utilize. And check this out, guys. The subject, this is a test. The date is Friday the 27th of February 2015, and let's see here. Not sure whether you can read this. It says, hi all, hope you are enjoying this, best regard, Khaled. So this is the message. You can also extract this and put it on a text file, and you will be able to properly read it. I'm just going through here very quickly just to demonstrate what hackers can do by sniffing unsecure connections.